Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got a lot of brand new releases from Athearn in the rolling stock department, and the first and most important of these is this 57-foot FGE Mechanical Reefer from Athearn. This is the first piece of sound equipped rolling stock that I have on my layout, so I look forward to checking out the sounds and showing you guys what you get with this Mechanical Reefer. Now this MSRP is for $79.99 or $79.98. And I've seen it as low as $63 around the internet, so you can get these pretty good deal for a sound equipped refrigerator car. So we'll get into that in a minute. And also I have 6 of the new TTX rail box Gunderson boxcars. These are 60-foot Gunderson boxcars. These are also a recent release from Athearn, just now hitting hobby shops. So we'll take a look at those as well, but we'll be spending a lot of time and most of the time on the refrigerator car. So let's go ahead and get started with a closer look of the refrigerator car. So here we have the refrigerator car in the box. I'm just going to do a quick unboxing real quick. Pull this out. You've got the car itself wrapped in a hard plastic shell and then with some softer plastic to protect the lettering, keep it from getting scraped up. And then we've got under here, we've got documentation. Now this provides some information on the Mechanical Reefer. It's got a Soundtrax decoder. Getting a heck of a shadow right now, but it's got a Soundtrax decoder in there, and it's got adjustable volume, and it shows you how to access the soundboard to adjust the volume. I hear the volume from the factory is pretty loud. We'll take a look at that later. And then also Athearn News, just a little quick Athearn News pamphlet, or sheet I should say, about what's going on with Athearn. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at this refrigerator car and check out the details. I'd like to start with the details of this refrigerator car. At the end here, we've got McHenry couplers, we have MU hoses at the end, we've got coupler cut levers at the end as you see here. Working our way down, you see the refrigerator unit itself is encased in this little housing here. We've got ladders on the end. We also have the end ladders, the tack boards, the end walks, as you can see here. It's where people would get on in order to perform maintenance on these cars or access certain areas. We've got the brake wheel on the other end. We'll get to that. We've got some nice metal wheel sets here. Good job by Athearn on those. Crisp, clear lettering. I will show you that up close. Everything's readable either by the naked eye or under magnification, legible. So nice crisp job of applying the details there. Obviously Union Pacific Chilled Express. Now these refrigerator cars, I've seen them out currently. They're obviously heavily weathered and kind of destroyed, but these have been out for a while, so you can use them on your modern railroad. Working down to the other end, we have McHenry couplers. You've got your brake wheel, again the end ladders, the tack boards, things like that. Nicely applied details there. And they have a nice detail on the roof, just kind of shows the minor rivets there, things like that. A lot of people have asked me if a lot of these models, the box cars actually open, doors slide open. No, I haven't really seen that with many or any manufacturers yet, and that's the case with this. The box car does not actually open, the door doesn't open. On the underside we have nicely applied details, the brake lines, the air reservoir, body brake details, valve connector, things like that. Great job there. And another thing they did, I think, really well are these locking rods on the end of the doors here. These are used to basically crank the door closed and lock them up, and they did a nice job on those locking rods. They look like separately applied details, and I believe they are separately applied details. Well, I don't want to go into too much detail on a piece of rolling stock, but I would like to spend some time letting you listen to the sounds. So I'm going to apply track power and just let you hear how this thing starts up. Keep in mind though, this is factory set sound. You can adjust the sound to be louder or more quiet, and I think most people may lean towards more quiet unless they have less pieces of rolling stock, less pieces of actual sound-equipped rolling stock in their reefer unit train. Now, this unit will cycle on and off just randomly throughout your time on the layout. Now what you're going to want to do, in my opinion, if you want a large reefer train, space these units out several units apart so you don't have to spend so much money. Or if you have a lot of money, then go for it and buy all refrigerator cars. The more refrigerator cars you have with sound though, I would suggest turning the volume down. The less you have, maybe you'll turn the volume up to make it seem like more of those cars are generating that noise. So it hasn't randomly cycled off yet, but this thing does cycle off. I've tested it. So you will get a cycle on and a cycle off. For the benefit of time, I will not wait until it cycles off. So I'm just going to shut down track power now. And we're going to take a quick look at the Athearn ready to roll TTX rail box cars. These are 60-foot Gunderson box cars. Just a real quick look without much detail so you can see what you're getting in those pieces of rolling stock from Athearn as well. So there are 2 different variations and 6 total different road numbers from the rail box 60-foot Gunderson boxcar from Athearn here. This is one version. It has the newer TTX logo as you see here. And this is another version that has the still modern TTX rail box logo here. And like I said, there's 6 numbers. I do have all 6. Again, in the essence of time, we'll just be taking a look at 2 of them. Okay, here's the first TTX railbox car. Nicely applied details again. You've got the walkways on the end, the brakes, the McHenry couplers. Just a real nice job by Athearn. Zooming in on this car, you can see the nicely applied lettering. If I can get this camera to act right. And the nice crisp graphics on this car. Very nice job. Everything again legible under magnification or by the naked eye if your vision's good enough. And I actually have to hold this car in place because it's so free rolling that it really shows that I've got some slight elevations in my layout. It's not perfectly level like it's supposed to be. So great job by Athearn. Good trucks on this boxcar, nice wheels, no problems running this, no derail problems or anything like that. Again, another boxcar just with a different older type logo. Still fairly modern logo though. This hasn't been around too long. Nice details on this Gunderson boxcar. I'm not going to sound like a broken record here guys, but the same issue with the other one with free rolling. That's a good issue to have. That means you're not going to have much friction. You can take a lot of these boxcars, run them together without any problem. I've noticed on some other manufacturers sometimes the wheel sets don't run as freely and I have to go in there and tune the wheel sets and oil them and things like that. Not a problem with this TTX rail box car, 60-foot Gunderson car from Athearn. So good job by Athearn all around. No issues on any of these cars. I will leave this and we'll do a wrap up of the review. Alright, let's wrap this review up. There's 3 pieces of rolling stock I really need to talk about here. Even though we only looked at 2 different types. We've got the T-Box 60-foot Gunderson boxcars. Those MSRP for $37.98, but there are discounted prices all over the internet and I'm sure at your online and brick and mortar retailers. Then we've got the sound-equipped refrigerator car, which MSRPs for $79.98, and I've seen that discounted as well, around the $63 range. So there are discounts out there. And then one thing I did not mention is the non-sound versions of these refrigerator cars. They've got the same road numbers. There's 6 road numbers and all per different paint scheme. And those run $44.98, and I've seen those discounted in the low 30s on those. So you can get good deals out there from your online hobby shops, online retailers, brick and mortar hobby shops. You just got to look for the deals if you're a budget-minded buyer. Now, one thing I do need to mention again is the refrigerator cars. There's 6 available just in the Chilled Express we looked at, but if you're running a long train and you want to go ahead and put refrigerator cars all over, consider lowering the volume, and you will see the instructions in the box on how to lower the volume. I didn't want to waste your time with that. Or if you're just running a few really spaced out, you can up the volume to try to make it seem like there's more throughout the consist that are actually sound equipped. So those are all options Athearn gives you by adjusting the volume on this decoder. Now, decoders themselves to upgrade into our locomotives usually run over $100. So with the MSRP of $79.98, I think you're getting a really good deal on this, especially if you can find those discounts out there, which most people can. So it's a good option to have on this piece of rolling stock. So I hope you enjoyed the review of this. We covered a lot of stuff in short time. I will spare you a run by that I usually do, but I will tell you, you can check out my other YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/modelrrtesttrack. I'll put the link below. That's where I run everything when I'm just running trains, and I'll post some videos there, and you may be able to catch this unit running by at some point later with the 6 TTX boxcars that I purchased from Athearn as well. Another thing I'd like you to do is go to my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/HOScale-product-reviews. You can sign up there or like the page, and there's giveaways that I do exclusively on that page from time to time. There's videos I post. Every video I have you'll see there. I post the model railroader test track videos there, and sometimes I post some behind the scenes pictures and things like that. Just like a few weeks ago I posted what's under my layout, a lot of my boxes and things that I keep under my layout. So a cool behind the scenes look at the channel on how I operate when I'm not just doing videos. Well guys, that's about it. I hope you get out there and check these units out before they're all sold out. They are hitting your hobby shops now as we speak, and some of them may already be sold out, as I've noticed on some online retailers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.